the girl who was death. This is the prisoner. We're getting close to my completion of all the prisoner episodes, reviewing them one by one in order that they're on Tubi, because I don't own this thing on Blu-ray. Love to have a nice Blu-ray set for this one. Somebody out there's got to do it. I just got the Persuaders Blu-ray, and I might review that show. That is a beautiful, beautiful set. Maybe I'll do that next as well. Anyway, been loving The Prisoner. There's been a few ups and downs. This one's actually a low. It's a low, but I'm kind of making it high a little bit. So it's going to be a mid-tier one. We're going to use my space system. So story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. I'm going to give the storyline a 1. So this is a tale where number 6 was an agent. Now, I would have given this a higher story, but it ends up that he's just telling a story, like a fairy tale to these kids. Are they in the village? Is there kids in the village? I didn't quite get what was going on there. Maybe someone can explain this to me in the comments. Before that ending, I was like, okay, this is kind of neat. So he's after this woman. This woman's killing off these agents, and she's pretty badass. So she sets up all these traps for number 6 to go through, and he eludes them in really cool ways. That's really the cool part. That's really the only storyline there is, and she's kind of toying with him. And then there's like this Napoleon guy who wants to blow everything up, and that's going to end up being number 2. I mean, that angle of it was kind of weird, and just the parts where she's like they're chasing each other was cool. The rest of it was like, for the pacing, I'm going to give it a 1. It got a little bit, like, I liked all the chase parts, but in between it was kind of boring. I just didn't care what was going on. And that stuff at the end with those guys like, General, where's your weapon? And what's this? It's like, huh? I just was like, what is happening here? So most of it was okay. A 1 means it's okay. The 2 of them fighting was the cool parts. Now, let's get to the artistry. I'm going to give the artistry a 2 out of 2, which seems preposterous. I don't know why he's wearing that goofy Sherlock Holmes outfit. It's just so weird and kind of nonsense. But it looked funny to me. I guess it was supposed to be funny. But I really liked the action. This has the best action of any of them so far. The traps, the pit trap, the way he gets out of it with the gun, the spikes coming up, lots of explosions. He's in that construction vehicle fighting her while she's like shooting him and whipping stuff at him. That was all wicked. This has the best action in all of them. So I'm going to applaud the artistry department and give it a 2 out of 2 because it was pretty friggin' cool with the explosions and the running around and car chases and stuff. It was actually pretty exciting. This was the most exciting episodes in that sense. For the characters, I'm going to give it a 1.5. I actually really like the girl. I like her toying with him, saying, "Oh, I love you, darling," and "Oh, we should get together, darling," and then and she's being weird, and then she's showing off her legs and all that. And you're like, "Oh, who's this girl?" And who? "Oh, follow me." Oh, and blowing up people, and it was just all kind of done in a really neat way. And I do love the back and forth between them. Obviously, number 6 is great. Number 2 is like kind of nah. In this one, I'm not dying over him, so I'm only giving it a 1.5. I didn't think he was very interesting. I thought he was kind of goofy and stupid. But she was friggin' awesome, so I like that part. Enjoyment factor, I'll give it a 1.5. Look, I actually liked this one because of the action. If it would have just been that this was an actual mission that he had gone on and they got rid of some of the goofiness, I would have liked this a lot more. Having it be a story at the end really kind of like deflated it as like, and that's how I just defeated these guys. It's like, but he didn't defeat them, they're all a lie. So what is this? Like, what is the point of this episode? Like, you can just remove, I mean, I know there's some prisoner episodes that you can remove totally. This one seems bonkers. Like, why is this even happening? And I don't even understand what the point of it was, really. Maybe there's a deeper meaning that I'm missing out on. This is only my second time watching it through. I would probably watch this episode again, mostly because I like the interplay with the 2 characters. But overall, it's just kind of weird. So I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. It's probably more like a 6 out of 10, but I personally still kind of found some enjoyment through the action. So I'm ranking it a little bit higher than I would. But yeah, so that's that. Guys, please check out the playlist, Classic TV playlist. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. That's it. Until next time.